The Right Honourable Dame Helen Wynne Kelman, Chief Justice of New Zealand.
Ko te hāpai o ki muni. Kia tau iho ona mana ki tanga kirunga ki tēnā o tāta. He hōnore, he kororia, he mau ngārongo ki runga ki te mato o te whenua, he whakaro pai ki ngā tangata katoa. Aro haina ngā teinga me ngā tuatanga. E noho nei i ringi te whakaro ko tahi, ai mai.
I ngā mana, i ngā reo, i ngā iwi o nui o ngā hui whā, tēnei aku mihi mahana ki a koutou. Nau mai, haere mai, rā ke te whare kāwana. Kia ora tātou katoa. Distinguished guests, as Chief Justice, on behalf of the Governor-General of New Zealand, the Right Honourable Dame Cindy Kittle, it is my pleasure to welcome you all to Government House, Auckland, for this very special investiture ceremony. I'd like to specially acknowledge Dr. Carlos Choing, Member of Parliament, Mr. Joe Harawira, Kaumātua, Ms. Pauline Hopper, Queer. Tēnā koutou katoa. I'm delighted this morning to bring together such an extraordinary group of New Zealanders. You have brought pride and a greater sense of well-being to Aotearoa through your outstanding achievements and your service to our communities. On behalf of Dame Cindy and all New Zealanders, I extend my sincerest thanks to you for your contributions. After each recipient is honoured, I invite you all to join me in congratulating them. Mr. Ward Carmore will now summon the recipients and read their citations.
Your Excellency, to receive the insignia of a Dame Companion of the New Zealand Order of Merit, Dame Sarai Barrowman of Zurich, Switzerland, for services to football governance. Dame Sarai Barrowman has been contributing to football internationally and in New Zealand for a number of years. Dame Sarai was initially the finance manager for the Football Federation of Samoa and then Chief Executive Officer between 2008 and 2014. In 2014, she became Deputy General Secretary of the Oceania Football Confederation. In 2015, she was appointed as the only female member of FIFA's Reform Committee, advocating for increased numbers of women in leadership and the prioritisation of women's football. Consequently, the first FIFA's Women's Football Division was established in 2016, and she was appointed as FIFA's first Chief Women's Football Officer, overseeing the delivery of the Women's World Cups, the development of the game across the 211 member countries, and increasing the number of women at all levels of football. She was instrumental in hosting the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup in New Zealand and Australia, the most attended women's sporting event in history, with a record number of attendees in New Zealand for a football match, men's or women's. That record was broken 3 times during the tournament, with the final number sitting at 43,217 attendees. Dame Sarai launched the first ever global women's football strategy in 2018, encouraging empowerment through football and growing the game. Dame Sarai Barrowman, please come forward. Your Excellency, to receive the insignia of a Companion of the New Zealand Order of Merit, Mrs. Dale Mary Garrett and Mr. David Garrett of Auckland for services to Christian music production. Dale Mary Garrett, ngā pu'i te ao Pauri, and husband David Garrett founded the Christian ministry brand Scripture in Song, producing recordings and music books for worship in Christian churches for more than 50 years. They are recognised as pioneering worship leaders and modellers of congregational singing, particularly for their contextual application of biblical texts and current musical trends. They have produced more than 30 recordings in New Zealand and overseas. 13 of their albums achieved gold or platinum status, and more than 3 million songbooks have been sold. They have promoted Indigenous expressions of song, rhythm, and dance into their repertoire and teachings. Mr. and Mrs. Garrett have presented at First Nations conferences in Canada, the United States, and Australia, and have ministered in the US and South Africa. Mrs. Dale Mary Garrett and Mr. David Garrett, please come forward. Your Excellency, to receive the insignia of an Officer of the New Zealand Order of Merit, Nua Semua Silipa of Auckland, for services to Pacific education. Nua Semua Silipa was a teacher and counsellor at Avondale College. She pioneered the Samoan cultural group and introduced Nganganga Samoa to integrate language and cultural values. As a trustee, she established and chaired the Māori and Pacific Committee to prioritise academic success, which saw Pacific NCEA achievement lift from 51 to 90%. She launched community dinners with kaumātua, whānau, church leaders and other sector leaders. She was a Pacific leader in the Ministry of Education and has lectured university counselling students, presented to school staff and external agencies, and contributed to academic publications on the Pasifika worldview. She is co-chair of the Pasifika Counsellors Collective. She supervises and mentors Pacific counsellors. Nua Semua Silipa has counselled Pacific people on family violence, sexual abuse, addictions, anxiety, depression and suicide. Nua Semua Silipa, please come forward. Your Excellency, to receive the insignia of a member of the New Zealand Order of Merit, Mr. Luke Bostridge of Auckland, for services to the electrical industry and vocational training. Well, Luke Bostridge is involved with World Skills, a global industry excellence organisation that facilitates competition between technical experts. As a competitor in the electrical category, he has won a gold medal and a medallion of excellence. He represented New Zealand at the 2007 World Skills Youth Forum in Austria. He has volunteered with the World Skills New Zealand team, including as National Skill Manager for Electrical Installations. He has been International Chief Expert in the electrical installation category for several World Skills competitions. He was Vice President of the KNX National Group Board. Mr. Bostridge has trained around 500 apprentices with the Electrical Training Company. Mr. Luke Bostridge, please come forward. Ms. Monica Briggs of Orewa for services to women and governance. Monica Briggs was Chief Executive of the Young Women's Christian Association, YWCA, Auckland, re-establishing a mentoring program for young women from low decile schools in Auckland. She led the establishment of New Zealand's Equal Pay Awards and created brand ambassadors to encourage companies to start pay equity conversations. This led to the creation of Mind the Gap and Gender Tick government initiatives to reduce gender pay gaps. She was Chief Executive of the Centre for Social Impact. She is Chief Executive of the Child Cancer Foundation and has supported whānau advocating on Pharmac's Rule 8.1b regarding accessibility of paediatric cancer medicines. Ms. Briggs is a trustee of the Grief Centre. Ms. Monica Briggs, please come forward. Ms. Lucky Loko Keakea of Auckland for services to Tuvaluan art. Lucky Loko Keakea is regarded as the master of Mea Taulima, the Tuvaluan art of treasures created by hand. She's known for her work with kolose, weaving, whawhitu, a star-shaped art piece, langa, weaving of mats, titi tau, dancing skirts, and faux, head garlands. She has been a leader within various women's groups and has helped develop skills and knowledge around Tuvaluan artefacts and handicrafts. She practices fo, Tuvaluan traditional massage or healing, and has supported migrants who are unfamiliar with Western medicine. She works with the Pacific Arts Centre promoting and acknowledging Pacific artists and their works. Ms. Keakea hosted her first exhibition in 2018 featuring 50 whawhitu. Ms. Lucky Loko Keakea, please come forward. Your Excellency, to receive the Queen's Service Medal, Mr. Des Meads of Hamilton for services to hockey and the community. Well, Des Meads helped amalgamate the separate Waikato women's and men's hockey groups into the Waikato Hockey Association, WHA, and served as the inaugural president. He led fundraising efforts to turn the WHA into a world-class facility. He chairs the Waikato Hockey Charitable Trust, managing the WHA's funds and maintaining the hockey facility at Innes Commons in Hamilton. He has mentored players and officials and umpired hockey for 48 years. He founded and continues to be involved with the West Hamilton Probus Club. Mr. Meads helped the Hamilton Caledonian Society acquire their premises to freely practice and play their bagpipes. Mr. Des Meads, please come forward. Your Excellency, the investiture has concluded.
New Zealand's honours system is our highest public affirmation of outstanding individual achievement. It reinforces those things that make our society better: service, manaakitanga, and the pursuit of excellence. To our recipients, it's been a privilege to hear your stories. You have each used your talents and abilities to improve the lives of your fellow New Zealanders. In doing so, you embody the spirit of the whakatauki, whaia te iti kahurangi ki te tohu koe me he maunga teitei. Seek the treasure that you value most dearly. If you bow your head, let it be to a lofty mountain. I urge recipients to wear your insignia with pride at every opportunity, knowing that you inspire others by your example. On behalf of the King of New Zealand, the Governor-General, and all New Zealanders, I congratulate you on your achievements and thank you once again for your service to our country. Kia ora, hui hui tātou katoa. Now you will see on the back of your program the words to the National Anthem in Te Reo Māori and English. I now invite you to stand and join me in singing the anthem.